Riley's Way is 100% a huge family, and I'm just so grateful and so glad that I was able to be a part of this family and that I am a continuing member of this family. My name is Jeremiah West, and my project is called Hotels for the Holidays, and I'm a Call for Kindness fellow. Hotels for the Holidays is a 3-day, 2-night stay, all expense paid trip for homeless kids and their families so they don't have to spend Christmas and wake up on Christmas morning in a shelter. So we provide gifts under the tree, we provide a fully decorated room, we provide hot meals, everything is taken care of from A to Z, and we really just want to show love to our homeless families and their kids in our communities. Me and my entire family, we all have a heart for helping kids. My dad actually used to be homeless, so when his dad passed away, he was homeless for a time. He was kind of bouncing around from shelters with his mom to living on floors at aunts and uncles and relatives' houses. So for our family, this is just a project that's really near and dear to us. So we're working extremely hard year-round to make sure that we can provide this experience to as many kids all over the country as possible. The Call for Kindness has been, I think, instrumental in our growth and development as a project. The workshops that Call for Kindness provides are next level. I've never seen anything like them. At our last networking call, we had people in legislation, we had lawyers, we had journalists, and it was just so cool to be able to interact with each of these people on a personal level, and then be able to get their advice about our project and how we should move forward. I think kindness is lived out in our work in every aspect that we do. When you are kind to other people, you want them to have the absolute best experiences. You don't want them to, settle for less. So I think that's kind of where kindness really comes into our project. It's just like every little detail, we try to serve at the absolute highest level because that's what we want ourselves.
The Riley's Way community is wonderful. I honestly could not say enough good things about the community, could not put it into words how amazing everyone is. My name is Grayson. My project is Trans, Togetherness, and Really Awesome Non-Normative Support, and I am a Call for Kindness fellow. I'm trans, and my mentor for the project is also trans. We both volunteer for a crisis line, so we were wanting to help our community in other ways outside of the crisis line, and so we brainstormed and we came up with the idea for a support group. The main issue that we're hoping to address is the lack of community and mental health support for all trans people around the world. It can be really hard to find any other trans people and often even dangerous, especially for trans people in rural and remote areas. And we just thought that working with Riley's Way on this would be a fantastic opportunity. All of our meetings are virtual and it's been going super well so far. So we've done 3 meetings. And I would say that our most recent meeting was probably the best one yet. It just keeps getting better. And our Discord server has just grown in the past month from about 35 to 135 people. So getting that giant community and having everyone talk in there has just been so amazing. So I think the thing that has made the biggest impact on my project is the retreat as a whole. I think just really feeling that support from all of the staff members and getting to see them in person and hearing so many nice things about my project from the other fellows, as well as getting all of the education that we did at the retreat. So all of it's just been so helpful. The more people that we can reach and help, the better. We've just really started to build this community and it's just so amazing.
Food and where it comes from is such a great interactive space. Picking vegetables, tasting things, using all 5 of their senses. It's an incredibly enriching experience.
Hi, my name is Jay Yoon.
My name is Michelle Song.
Along with David Yoon and Isabella Daniel, we represent the Grow Kindness Project and we are Call for Kindness Fellows. Grow Kindness started roughly 2 years ago. We partnered with the Greenville Montessori School. We came here with an idea of revitalizing a garden bed.
Grow Kindness tackles food insecurity, as well as incorporating service learning into an educational curriculum, especially geared towards younger youth. They learn how to plant, grow, and harvest fresh produce, which is then donated to different areas all across Eastern North Carolina. Since Grow Kindness's development in 2022, we've been able to donate hundreds of pounds of food.
The Call for Kindness to me is a community. I'm able to meet some great people, establish great connections, and also meet friends that I will remember for a very long time. It's just a great opportunity for us, especially as youth, to come together, talk about what you're passionate in, but also gain a new perspective and bring that home to make a bigger impact in your own community.
I have friends all over the country now. It's really insane to put it into perspective, and I still talk with them to this day. We have this big group chat for the Call for Kindness Fellows.
If I were to give advice to the upcoming Call for Kindness Fellows, I would tell them to be yourself. It does sound cliche, but the Riley's Way Foundation picked you for a reason, and they picked your idea.
Don't take this experience for granted. Get involved as much as possible with Riley's Way and the Call for Kindness program, because you're going to benefit a lot from it, not just in the form of financial support, but in emotional support, mental support, and making great connections all around the world. It's absolutely worth it.
Joining us live in studio, Avery Kelly, the CEO of her own production company, Inspired Melanin Incorporated. You're 14.
Yes, I am 14.
Oh, and you're as tall as I am.
My mom was on Facebook, and she had found that there was this woman that was searching for clothes for foster children. And I had a bunch of extra clothes, so I was like, okay, Avery, you can donate. And by doing that, I did a lot more research, and I learned so much more about kids that are in the foster system. And I learned that when moving from home to home, oftentimes foster children are forced to use trash bags to put their items in. And to me, that just really took me aback, because I was like, whoa, this is not okay. So with the Love Carries On drive, I had gone on Amazon and I created an Amazon wish list, and I put together where people would be able to donate through this list duffel bags and luggage tags that would then be delivered to a location that we would take to a local child welfare agency in the city of Chicago, which now we are hoping to expand. The Call for Kindness has made such a huge difference for my project, and honestly just me as a person. The Riley's Way Foundation community has just been such a huge help for me in general. I've learned so much more about marketing and being able to create a brand for Love Carries On, but also being able to network for myself, not only with potential companies that may be able to assist with the project, but also with other peers who are around your age and are doing similar things as you, to be able to give back to their communities. It's something that I will never take for granted. Kindness lives within the project. That's what the project was built off of, and that's what the project continues off of, with the support of the community.
Love Carries On is something I don't just want to do at this very time, but I want to be able to continue it even as I get older. Throughout this year, I want to do as many as possible. So hopefully I'll be able to see some reactions from kids, and hopefully I'll be able to make an impact on them.
I grew up around an abundance of extracurricular opportunities, and I believe that every student should have the same or even better opportunities than I did. I see a problem in the community that I really care about and no one's doing anything about, and what prevents me from being the first.
My name is William Bai. I am a Call for Kindness Fellow, and my project is Robo-Recovery. Robo-Recovery works to improve access to robotics education in the greater New Orleans area. In greater New Orleans, there are very few educational STEM enrichment programs and robotics programs. And as a kid, I was surrounded by plenty of opportunities in robotics. And so I really want to promote accessible and flexible robotics education for students in this area.
In middle and high school, I was thoroughly obsessed with robotics. I thought it was the coolest thing to turn a hunk of metal or plastic into an animate being that could move around, that could sense the world around it. And the fact that someone living just a few miles away from me in New Orleans doesn't even know that robotics exists, that's depressing for me.
Being selected as a Call for Kindness Fellow really made me feel so excited to be part of a larger network of young change makers, but also having the opportunity to work with a coach for storytelling was really a phenomenal experience. It allowed me to really understand how to tell the story of why I started Robo-Recovery.
One more time for William, give it up, give it up!
I've begun to understand how an organization, especially a nonprofit, needs to have a face of kindness. So far, we have worked with over 400 students across New Orleans in 11 different New Orleans charter schools. 70% of them are on free or reduced lunch, and 93% of these students are from backgrounds or ethnicities that are historically unrepresented in science and engineering fields. I'm very passionate about robotics because I believe it's such a transformative influence on my ambitions and my character and just who I am as a person today. Everyone gets a benefit out of a robotics program, and we want to ensure that students have access to that.